name is Sarah Bagby, and we're at Watermark Books and Cafe in Wichita, Kansas. The store was opened in 1977, founded by Bruce Jacobs, and he opened the store because there was a lack of stores at that time that you could go in after reading the New York Times Book Review or something like that and have a conversation with someone who knew what you were talking about. There were a few chains. We have managed to stay in business through 3 moves and the addition of a cafe and meeting space. And the store has really grown and evolved over the past however many years that is.
What kind of books do people in Wichita kind of flock to?
Well, I'd say 2 kinds of books. One is local. They love, anything that's quality, that has to do with local history, local stories, human interest, their friends, that kind of thing. The more specific, the better. But also, one of the reasons Watermark Books stays in business is because we can filter through and curate all the books that come through the major publishers in New York, through university presses, small presses, and make recommendations on things that we think will be relevant to their lives. So where something might not be as popular in New York or DC, we can get heavily behind it and sell it to our customers. This community does like to read a lot. At the height of the bricks and mortar bookstore footprint, there were 4 box stores and 3 independent stores and a university store. So for a city this size, that is quite a large amount of square footage for books. So, and the weather's not so great, and you're not distracted by, hiking or the ocean. So, there's a lot of time to read. We are a part of Indie Commerce, which is sponsored by the American Booksellers Association, and we were able to sell ebooks within the infrastructure of our website beginning in 2010, right around Christmas. And it was interesting because not only were we selling ebooks, but people had another reason to come to our website, and our physical book sales increased much more than we thought they would. We thought it would just be ebooks, but it was interesting because we had more traffic to the website and the physical books grew by a much larger percent than the ebooks. The reports in the news, while certainly the e-ink and e-devices and that sort of thing is growing, the perception is that there's no physical book sales. I think that's kind of the perception that comes across. But in fact, the market is split up 20 to 80%, and 80% is physical books that are still being sold. So there's still a huge volume of physical books. It's just that it's not growing as fast. So I think their physical books are going to be around for a little while. I know that one of my publishing representatives was in here recently, and they had a sales meeting, and their company, from the salespeople, said, we are still a physical books company. Only 20% of our books sales are in ebooks. And so I think it is uncertain. I don't think this bookstore in 5 years will have maybe the same exact look, but I know that we will be exploring options through a myriad of ways to reach our customers and our readers out there.